What's up, guys? It's SRC bringing you episode 2 of the Crafted Server Let's Play series. And as you can see, there's not a ton different here than when I left you in my first episode, but I've done quite a bit of work for mining and trying to get my Nether hub connected to the main area because that is actually really cool. And my home, if you don't remember from the first episode or if you haven't seen it, is very far away from most people. And so if you look at here, we're at negative 3,700 for the X and then negative 95 for the Z. So we're about 3,700 blocks away from spawn, which is really far. So what I want to do today is just show you the Nether hub and what the track looks like that I've been starting to build. It's actually taken quite a bit of time to do. And so you can see here we spawn in and I just started to build this. So I think I'm going to use endstone for the track area because it's really blast resistant and will hopefully be something that will obviously last a long time. And it's going to take just a ton of resources because in the Nether here we're about, I would say, 450 to 500 blocks away from the Nether hub, and so this track is going to take a really long time to run, and it's going to take a ton of resources to actually put together. So as you can see, I've got a pretty decent amount of work done on it so far, but still definitely a long ways off from getting it completed, and that's going to take just a lot of time. You can see I started to go to the end and get some end stone put together, and then I've kind of ran out of resources here. It's going to take a long time to do, and so I'm trying to balance getting this done along with starting to build a house and things, because I think that's a little bit more exciting than this. And as long as I have a functional path that's relatively safe to get up here, I think that that's going to be sufficient for a while. And then I'll probably come back and do this a little bit later and probably continue to build the track. Plus, there's really not a ton of point of spending a lot of time on this if I don't have the resources to actually make the tracks, because the powered rails, I think, are going to take a lot of resources, a lot of gold. And with this hill that you have to climb here, unfortunately, the y-axis where the Nether hub is in relation to where my portal is, it's quite a bit of ways, quite a difference. So that's kind of what I've been working on. You can see that this path is really ridiculously long, but we're almost to the end here. And the Nether hub actually is really cool. If you guys have ever seen the Minecraft server, it's pretty similar to that. It's really functional. It's a nice way to get to everybody's homes. And so you can see here is one portion of the hub, and this is the newest upper portion. You can see we've got some people like me who have just kind of started but haven't done a lot with it yet. And then there's a couple open spaces for new people. And then we've got some other people who are a little bit more established. And then here is a enchanting table and an anvil, which the nice thing about that is I don't have the resources yet to actually build an enchanting table. I don't have the materials for the bookshelves and those types of things yet, so it's nice to just be able to come here and get that taken care of. But I'll show you the rest of the Nether hub here, and then we'll go back and I'll show you a little bit more of what I've been working on. And I honestly don't even remember where it is to go down. I thought it was right here. I thought there was a hole in the floor that you went down to the other area, but maybe I'm mistaken. I've only been here maybe twice before. I'm pretty sure that's how it went, and I honestly have no idea where this portal even goes to. So I don't really want to take that this time around, but maybe they've changed it. It's possible that they've added a different way to get there, because I could have sworn that it was a hole in the ground right here that you went to travel into. So interesting, and I have no idea where this goes. I haven't actually taken that path yet either. But as far as I can recall, we are on the upper area here, so it should be a hole in the floor to get down. But I don't know. Things change every day around here. There's so many people working on things, which is pretty cool. But we'll just take this portal and see where it goes, I guess. Nothing like trying it out for the first time. So it looks like we're just in some random desert, jungle area. I'm not sure if this is somebody's land that they're working on. We could probably actually steal some of these sugar canes so we can build some bookshelves. Because I think that is something we're going to need it as well. But I guess for now, we'll just try and go back this way and see what's going on. Again, I don't remember how to get there, so maybe, I don't know, maybe we could, I don't know, I could have sworn that this was the way down. Ah, and here it is. I don't know why that was filled in, that's really bizarre, unless somebody was just trying to pillar up to get out of it. But this is actually the original Nether hub down here, where most people had started out. You can see it's kind of not completed yet as far as getting a better pathway up there. But this is the original one here, and you can see that there's, you know, pretty cool place. Looks really good. You can tell that a lot of time was spent on this. And then, in addition to that, there's the main portal that gets you up to the end, and there is an XP grinder, an end farm, which is really good for getting XP. And I'm not 100% sure how to get there. I thought that there was a path like right here that said this way to the end. But again, it looks like some changes have been made since the last time I was here. And I don't exactly remember how they go. So for now, I guess I will take you back home and I'll show you some of the ideas that I have for that and how that's going to look. And then we will go from there. Okay, we are back home. Just got back from that walk down that really, really long portal. What's this here? Merry Christmas from Temp. And Temp is actually the owner of the server, so that's cool that he came to visit. We've got an enchanted book, some ender pearls, and I'm honestly not sure. I haven't done anything with books and things, so I have no idea what this actually does or how you use it. Or what it does. It's kind of interesting. Protection 3 enchanted book. I have no idea what that does, but thank you. So we've got some stuff. One other thing too, I actually have done some mining and some resource gathering, and so I've got a diamond pick that I enchanted with 30 levels. Unfortunately, just got Unbreaking 3 with it. And then I've got this pick that somebody gave me. I think it was Russian Potato, that has efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, and fortune 3. Which is pretty cool. And we'll just get rid of the knight here. And I also did another pick with 30 levels of enchanting that has efficiency 5 or efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, and fortune 3. And then one that has fortune 2, Unbreaking 3, which is kind of garbage, but pretty good for coal, I guess, and things like that. Maybe carrots. I don't know. And then we've got some ender pearls and things. Some armor that they had left me when I got the home here. And just show you a couple other chests of stuff that I've got so far. A bunch of coal. I used a fortune pick on some coal. I got a little bit of glowstone while I was in the nether. I found a couple of spawners, and so I've got some mossy stone and some track that I found in an abandoned mine shaft. And then this is all the netherrack that I've accumulated just digging that portal, just a straight shot through the portal. Which is just crazy amounts. And then here I've got some sandstone that I started to collect for my house, and then just random junk. And you can tell also that I've terraformed the land here and kind of cut out and flattened out the exact dimensions, I guess, that the city's walls will have. And that I'm going to, still debating. I was initially thinking I was going to do it all out of sandstone. But the more I think about it, the more I think I'm going to use like stone bricks and just build the walls here. And there's still going to be a lot more sand I'm going to have to remove around the edges, like all of this, just so that the walls, you know, aren't obstructed by a bunch of sand and things. But for now, I just wanted to lay out just kind of an even amount. And it took a ridiculous number of shovels because I didn't really have any iron and I didn't have any diamonds to do that. So that's kind of what I've been working on so far, is just getting this all cleared out. And then down here, which I think you've seen the spawner down here, which is right here, I went down and been doing all kinds of caving, and the caving I've had the worst luck with. I've actually probably been to 4 different areas. One of them down here is a huge cave network that I've spent a ton of time in, and then probably 3 or 4 other areas around um, the vicinity, but not real close. I found no diamonds at all anywhere. It was just ridiculous. And then I found another cave system, and I did find some diamonds, which was nice. And then I started doing some branch mining here, which I think we're at like a level 11, a level 12. And you can see here I got 46 diamonds now, a little bit of gold, some iron, some redstone. And that's really about it, just a bunch of junk. Some cobblestone. That's really kind of my main purpose of switching from caving over to branch mining, is to accumulate a bunch of cobble, because if I build the city walls out of stone bricks, we're going to need that. And looks like we've got a visitor here. But underneath here, this whole, underneath my city, or I guess my town, land, whatever you want to call it, is just a huge, huge cave network, and it's going to be really take a long time to light it all up. You can see just everywhere I go, there's just caves, and that kind of makes branch mining hard to do when you're constantly just running into different cave networks. You can see how this goes all through here, and then my branch mines and things have gone a little bit through it as well. So that's kind of what I've been working on. I didn't want to record all of the branch mining and all of the nether track building, because I think that's just a little bit too boring, and there's really nothing exciting to watch. So I'm not going to do much of that. If you guys really want to see it, let me know in the comments. I can do that, or if you want me to just do it with music and kind of run some speed, you know, maybe run it like 3 or 4 times real speed and then just have some music behind it, just so you can kind of follow along with how the mining's going and how the building's going. That's going to be the same thing too when I start working on the city walls. Is it's just going to be a lot of tedious laying the same blocks over and over in rows, and I don't know how exciting that's going to be to watch. But at the same time, I don't want to skip it all either, because you know, it's possible that, you know, you do want to follow along with it, and you don't want to just pop, oh hey, look at, there's this huge done city. You know, you want to kind of see the progression and how that all goes, which is kind of the point of it. I kind of want to build this with you, the audience, and share that with you. And then, you know, of course, when things like that are happening, I run into other people on the server, and you know, those are interactions or things that are I think pretty fun to watch as well. So I don't want to totally skip that and not record it, but at the same time, I don't want to post, you know, 12 episodes where nothing gets done except for branch mining and that type of stuff. So I think for now, I'm just going to not record that stuff and just do most of it on my own. And then once I get a decent amount of resources and things, I'll show you some progress just to give you some updates on where we're at. And then from there, I guess we can continue working on building this city up, and hopefully having some good times interacting with other people on the server. But I guess that'll pretty much be it for today's episode. I don't really have much else to do other than just start mining and continuing going back to the end and trying to get some more end stones so I can build that portal pathway a little bit cleaner so that people don't kill themselves when they're trying to get here. And then hopefully get some buildings up and get rid of some of this temporary housing and things. So I appreciate you guys watching as always, and I will see you guys in the game.